Okay, so this is gonna be a video about like dream Smp copies, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, so there are a ton of like dream Smp copies, I guess, because you know it's popular, and as with anything that's popular, there's gonna be copies, I guess. But dream Smp copies are funny, right? Because so many people, like, they're trying to be like the dream Smp, word for word, action for action, character for character, and that's just, it looks kind of dumb. I'm like, why do, because you know, because like dream Smp, whatever, they like built up the characters, I guess, and they made it so, you know, like a million people or however many enjoyed the finale of the dream Smp, whatever. I don't think it's ended, but I think it's in I don't know, I think it's kind of on a hiatus, because you know they have issues with like, you know, I doubt that Technoblade it won't be on his, it won't be a very high priority, you know, with his cancer and stuff, but whatever. Yeah, so for the dream Smp, like the copies, they're funny because like everybody thinks that their copy is going to be like the greatest copy ever, and then it just looks silly because they're like, to recap, person X stole person Y stuff, so then person Z teamed, and I'm like, but the thing about it is person A had a rivalry with person Z, so person A joined in on the side of person X, and I'm like, okay. If like, I'm sure it would be interesting, but it's kind of like, I don't really care, because you know, because yeah, because I feel like a copy, well, kind of done well ish, would be the lifesteal Smp, because like the lifesteal Smp, you know, I watch it sometimes from some people's perspectives, because it's sometimes interesting, but at the same time it sometimes is like also silly. But okay, like you're like, it's like, you know, you have to, because you don't have like the characters that are like content creators that are like built up for years and everyone knows their personalities. You can't really just go around, you know, you have to put your own twist onto like the Smp genre, because at the end of the day, you know, I feel like a lot of them are like, because yeah, but, and also another thing is they're like directly competing with the dream Smp, a lot of them are, because the thing about the, yeah, it's because they're like competing with it, but yeah, it's kind of like not the greatest thing to want to compete, because you know, like you kind of have to prove that, because like if you're a new creator, because a lot of them are like smaller creators, whatever, you know, you have to like prove that you're worth watching over somebody big, which I hope I'm doing, and that's why you should subscribe, whatever. And so you have to like prove that, you know, that you either do your own thing, or they can't just get it better from somewhere else. I hope I prove it, I guess. I mean, yeah, if you like it and you're watching, consider subscribing, whatever. So, if you're like a creator, you have to like prove that you're better. Like, but then, if you're like copying something else without changing anything at all, it isn't better. If you know, cause yeah, they're like, like I feel like copies, I feel like good copies, like Hermitcraft. If you don't know, Hermitcraft was actually a copy of like a server called Minecraft. Well, it wasn't really a copy, it was people trying to do the same thing, but then the people in Hermitcraft were able to actually make it so it was worth it. And then like Hermitcraft is the biggest SMP of that sort. Oh, but the dream SMP is bigger. That doesn't really count because like Hermitcraft is based on the builds and stuff like that, and like all the dream SMP is based on like characters and stuff. I don't know, I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand, because there are like people, because I saw a video about like the dream SMP will end like this, and everyone was like, oh, Hermitcraft didn't end, dream SMP won't end. No, that's not how life works. You know what I mean? Because they're trying to do very different things. Because like Hermitcraft, you're giving stuff to established creators, while Dream SMP, the aim is to grow smaller creators. Whatever. It seems different, but like, you like a good way of explaining it is you won't see somebody with 30,000 subscribers on the Hermitcraft, the Mineplex. If you get that Technoblade reference from like 5 years ago, I'm astonished. Whatever, so yeah, it's cause like, yeah, the difference between them is that on the Dream SMP, like every creator is obligated to make videos, like, cause that's what it is for. It's for some friends to make videos, and yeah. But then Dream SMP, it's about like, well, Dream probably had it like in his tactic book planned out. I'm gonna start it so I can make sure that there's ingenuity, because he like planned his rise for a year or something ridiculous. So I feel like copies don't make sense, because you have to put your own twist on it, I guess, because if you're trying to, you have to like put your own twist on it, because like, I looked at, I don't know, I was just looking at some people I enjoy watching old videos, like Buffy and Ranboo were the two ones. And they both like did like a hardcore video. I mean, Buffy did like a hardcore series or something, but Ranboo did like one episode. They both put a twist on it. So if you're making a Dream SMP copy, like, put a twist on it at least, I guess.